good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday. That's so funny. It's Tuesday. It's Chat with CHAP, and I'm your host, Ginger Wade. You know why I did that? Because recently I've been gearing up for the summer, and I'm releasing a whole bunch of videos on YouTube this summer to get YouTube full of all the episodes that Spotify and Facebook already have. And all those videos were made on Wednesday, so I'm hearing myself saying, hey everybody, it's Wednesday, this is Chat with CHAP. It's Tuesday. And it's the day after a holiday, and I feel like it's the day after a holiday. You guys have like the day after the holiday brain? Like, I woke up this morning at a meeting at 8 o'clock, and I was just like, bleh. You know, like I'm so tired, and my brain's not thinking, and I have holiday food head. It's amazing. So anyway, welcome to Chat with CHAP. Today is Q&A day, which I know is a favorite because you guys get to have your questions answered. And there are questions. There's law-related questions as always, and of course convention questions, and I will hit all of them. I'm going to make a little announcement now, and I'll make it later at the end of the show too, just as a reminder. Today is what, the 28th? Of May, which means we only have a very few little days left in May. And guess what? Pre-registration for convention ends on the 31st, which I think is Friday. So you have until Friday to pre-register for convention. That means you can still sign up for Teen Track, and you can sign up for the used curriculum sale to be a seller. After Friday, those options are over. You can come to convention and be a walk-in. You can just come to convention the day of and register there. You can register to be a volunteer the day of. You can also get lunches the day of. We prefer you sign up early for lunches. So if you're thinking about the lunches and you've already registered, please go back to your confirmation email. Pull up that link for ordering lunches and get your lunches ordered too. But the Teen Track and the being a used curriculum seller, that will end on Friday with the pre-registration option. So just so you know, be prepared for that. And the link is being shown, conv.chaponline.com. You can go check out all things convention there. All right, let's get into our questions of the month. So once upon a time, CHAP had a membership, and in that membership, we offered a free teacher card. Well, since we don't currently have the membership, we have other ways you can get a teacher card if you're looking for one. Because I know at different stores, you need to go to Joann Fabrics or whatever, AC Moore's, the craft stores, they give you a discount if you're a teacher and have an ID. So if you are a member of HSLDA, their membership card qualifies you as a teacher card. You can also go to homeschoolbuyersclub.com, and they have a little app you can use to create your own teacher ID card for free. So it is out there, and you can make student cards too if you find that. Because like if we have a thrift store here, community aid, and like on certain days, it's like Teacher Appreciation Day or something, and if you show an ID card, they give you a discount. So that could be handy to have that, right? So there you go. Okay, next question. Someone was writing in asking about the school district approving your evaluator. There's two parts to this. If your evaluator is a certified teacher or a licensed clinical psychologist or has teaching experience, like say at a private school for 2 years at the grade level at which you want to be evaluated, they do not need approval from the school. So that was the first part of that. The fourth part is you can request a person who does not meet the prior 3 qualifications to be your evaluator, but you have to write a letter to the supervisor asking the supervisor if this person can be your evaluator. In that situation, and only that situation, the superintendent of the school district does approve your evaluator. So you would write a letter into them saying, here's this person, this is their qualifications, I'd like them to be my evaluator, will you say that's okay? And the superintendent will say yay or nay. Now, if that person that you're requesting has already been approved by your superintendent, then you don't need to write another letter. So once someone has been approved in a school district, they are approved for any family in that school district. So just so you know. But you do not have to get a school district approved evaluator either, meaning if it's a teacher, someone with a teacher's certificate, the school district does not need to approve them. Like, you don't need to choose from the school district's list of evaluators. Do you know what I mean? You get to choose your evaluator for yourself. So, okay, hopefully that was helpful. And if you want more information on that, you can go to YouTube or here on Facebook or out on Spotify and look up Chattin with CHAP episode 118 and 119. They both talk about evaluators and go into all kinds of nitty gritty about the whole evaluation process and everything. Very helpful resource right there. So with that, those thoughts about being approved by the school district, I just want to remind everybody that the school district does not approve things in our homeschool. They're a drop-off center for our paperwork. They do that one instance where they approve the supervisor, but it's free, a freedom for us to say what goes in our homeschools. We do not get approval for curriculum or switching or whatever. That is not the school district's role in what we're doing. So just remember that freedom. I have tons of episodes on that. You can go back and check it out or come to convention because I'm sure you'll hear it again. Okay, so third question. What are the hours of the special needs conference? So if you don't know, on Thursday, June 13th, to kick off our convention, we are having a special needs conference where it's a separate conference from the other conference. I believe it's either $45, I think it might be $45 now, $50 at the door. And that's separate from the convention fee. And it's just special needs topics. It's a whole day dedicated to helping you with your special needs child and gifted children. I mean, special needs being all the different ways. So the hours of that are 9:30 in the morning till 5 in the evening. And we do have a lunch break in the middle of it for you. So the next question is, does Pennsylvania have umbrella schools? There are things called umbrella schools in other states. We actually do not have them in the state of Pennsylvania. There is a thing that kind of falls under the homeschool law called a university model school, where kids are still considered homeschool students, but they go to, you could almost call it a co-op that meets multiple days a week, 2 or 3 days a week, and the other days you're at home. University model. It's pretty much the best way to describe it. There's a few different places in Lancaster that are like that, but they're not umbrella schools. So that is kind of what the deal is with umbrella schools in the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah. So anyway, if you have any other questions about that, send them in. The next question was, can I go to a speaker section if I bought a shopping pass? So at the convention, you have the option to buy just a shopping pass that gets you into the vendor hall. There are vendor sessions where they explain their curriculum and stuff. You get to go to those sessions, but you do not get to go over to the speaker sessions like the keynote and things like that. If you want to attend any of the keynote or other sessions like that, you need to buy the basic pass. That will get you into anything everywhere. So if you have the shopping pass, you can go to the vendor halls, the vendor talks, or the used curriculum sale. Those are the things you have access to with a shopping pass. And if you do want to be a seller on Thursday, remember the vendor halls only open Friday, Saturday. You can come on Thursday and be a seller or even shop on Thursday. But if you want to be a seller, you got to sign up by Friday, this Friday, May 31st. Okay, number 6. Do we still have schoolhouseteachers.com deal through CHAP? Absolutely. We just sent an email out that had like the big ugly bug was if you saw the pictures, big ugly bug, they have these bug things that they're promoting right now, and we did post it on Facebook. So if you scroll back through, you'll be able to find our link for, and maybe I can post it in the notes here for you. Make sure that I have it in my show notes when I post it on YouTube. The link to our affiliate link that gets you the discount to Schoolhouse Teachers. So yes, we do have it. I will find it and I will get it posted on the bottom of this episode on Facebook, and I will make sure that it is in my show notes when I get this uploaded to YouTube and to Spotify. So thanks for asking that. We do still have that discount. And if you don't know what Schoolhouse Teachers is, it's online curriculum. It is K through 12. It's the whole gambit of stuff, tons of resources. If you enjoy online learning, I think you might even have the option to print some things out and do paper if you don't want to be online, but it is like a full Christian package. You can check it out. It's kind of cool. Okay, next question, meals at the convention. So if you buy a meal pass, what does that get you? So a meal pass is $15, I believe. And a meal pass will get you one stop in the cafeteria, all you can eat, or all you care to eat is what they call it. Okay, so if you're going to be here Friday and Saturday, you will need to buy a meal pass on Friday and Saturday. So that's 2 meal passes, so you can get on both days. It is a great value if you're thinking like eating at restaurants. It is a great value. If you're thinking packing lunches, you might feel like it's expensive, but maybe you want to go one day and pack a lunch the other day. It's totally up to you. The food is good. It is a good option. So if you would like to do it, you obviously don't have to do it both days. You could do either or, one or the other. Or if you would like to be a super volunteer, you get that lunch for free on the day that you're a super volunteer. So consider that. It might even be for volunteers. I actually can't remember. So I have to look into that. So there are ways to get free meals and discounted registration too. If you volunteer, you get a discounted registration. Okay, so people were writing in asking for law help. Where do I find my forms? How do I understand how to do this? We have 2 amazing resources. The first one is homeschoolpennsylvania.org. It's one big long word, right? So homeschool's long and Pennsylvania's long, so it's this big, huge, long word. homeschoolpennsylvania.org. Go there. It's the homeschool law database. It has the text of the law right there. You can read it. It also has some side information to help explain those portions of the law. There are links to videos that we have done to explain the portions of the law. There's also a forms page up in the top corner. When you go there, you can see forms. That includes the affidavit, the objectives, the unsworn declaration, exemption letters, sample withdrawal letters, all kinds of things that you can use. And yes, you can use them. We just ask if you take them and alter them in some other way that you take CHAP's name off of it, you can use them exactly like they are print them out, use them every single year if you'd like. If you do alter it to say something a little bit different, we do prefer that you take our name off of it if it's altered at all, but they are for you to use. They're out there, homeschoolpennsylvania.org. The other resource we have that is huge is this podcast. So we have, and Rose podcast too. My podcast hits more of the law stuff. Ro does support and discussions about different things. So if you're looking for law help, which is what this question stemmed from, our YouTube channel, if you look up CHAP, Homeschool Pennsylvania on YouTube, you will find us. And there is a law playlist. So if you click on playlists, you'll find one that says Homeschool Law. And on there, I have a whole list of videos that have been done to help explain all the different pieces of the law, how they fit together, how they work, when not to be freaked out, which is pretty much always, you don't have to be freaked out. So anyway, that is a great resource there. So please use it and share it so others have that too. Okay, then someone wrote in and asked which vendors offer curricula. Oh my goodness, I can't even, there's so many people that offer curricula. So my first suggestion is if you want to check out curriculum, man, you've got to come to convention. It is June 13th through the 15th. We have a vendor hall open with tons of vendors. It is full. Do you guys know that the vendor hall is full? It is like jam-packed. So we have tons of vendors in our vendor hall this year. You can come, you can see the curriculum in person, you can talk to the people. The vendors do have some vendor sessions where they explain their curriculum, so you can ask your questions. So you can come and check it all out here at convention. That's Friday and Saturday of convention. On Thursday, there will be a used curriculum sale at convention where you can check stuff out and maybe get some things for cheaper. So you might want to consider coming in on Thursday and checking that out. Obviously, we do have sessions on Thursday too. So coming in on Thursday is a super viable thing for you. But yeah, and another place, like if you are not able to come to our event and you just want to look at curriculum in general, like a general place to look for what curriculum is out there, I would say go to Kathy Duffy Reviews, and that's Kathy with a C, CATHYDUFFY Reviews, all one word, .com. I would go check her out. She's been, I don't know if it's Kathy Duffy still doing it, but that's the brand name at this point, has been doing reviews of curricula for years, like decades, and very trusted, reliable resource for curriculum, and it shares points about it, good points and things like that. So that might be a good place for you to start, at least getting your feet wet on trying to find curriculum that's out there. Do not forget options like your representatives. So I just learned recently that my representative, I'm pretty sure much all of our representatives here in Pennsylvania, have free resources available to us about Pennsylvania. Not just your specific district, but some of it is your specific district, but really great information about Pennsylvania, which not only covers civics, but there's science stuff there, like mammals and birds. There might be one on trees, I'm not sure, but lots of resources, how bills are made, all the different things about Pennsylvania, like our flower and our whatever it is, our color, our smell, I don't know, all the different things that they say about the state. Tons of resources, and it's not just for little kids. I mean, this goes in, junior high age when you're learning about civics and all that stuff. Very helpful resources. Ask your representative about that. There will be a representative at the CHAP convention with those resources that you can check out, that they will be handing out. So awesome thing. So next question was, who do I tell that I'm pulling my kids? So there was a mom whose kids are still in school, and I'm taking my kid out. It's time to go. Who do I tell? I tell the principal. Who do I tell? The only person you need to tell is the superintendent, and that is with the paperwork. Okay, you have an affidavit or an unsworn declaration. You have objectives. Fill them out, sign them, hand them into the office, and there you go. And it should be the superintendent that receives it. Many times it's an assistant that receives it. And any letters coming from the school requesting information need to be signed by the superintendent. Also, a lot of times, like, the law doesn't specify that you have to file a withdrawal letter, but if you're in the middle of a school year like that, it is helpful to also hand in a withdrawal letter, and then along with your homeschool paperwork, because then they are making the connection. Like, sometimes the people who deal with this paperwork don't deal with, so they might think there's truancy going on there. But once your homeschool paperwork is in, you are a homeschooler. Good to go. No truancy, right? So it's just the superintendent that you need to give that information to. You don't need to talk to principals or teachers or anybody if you don't want to. It's fine. Okay. I had someone write in and ask about a Capitol Day. If CHAP is doing a Capitol Day, that is where we would meet at the Capitol, maybe get a tour of the Capitol, talk to some legislators who are friendly with homeschooling. There are homeschooled people serving as representatives and senators in our capital at Pennsylvania, which is really awesome. There was one recently, I think in March, that was hosted by PCIC, which I think is the Pennsylvania Coalition for Informed Consent. They were there. CHAP was not able to be there. It was just not a good time with our schedule and what was going on with the organization. And unfortunately, we are not able to schedule a Capitol Day because we don't have a leader to do it. There's the few of us, we're in the throes of convention. I'm doing the show. There's stuff going on. We still have our own families that we're homeschooling, things going on in our lives. So we are not able to get that together. So if you are someone who would love to organize and invite homeschoolers up to the Capitol, maybe to get a tour, maybe to have a speaker to talk, whatever. If you would like to be someone who organizes that for CHAP, we would love to talk to you about it, because I think coming together, connecting with each other at our state capitol is very good. It's really good to be legislatively minded and to keep on top of what is going on in education, because there are times when things happen that affect us and we need to be aware of it. So if that is of interest to you, please reach out to us and let us know. We would love to get something organized, have a leader to get that together for us. Okay, last but not least, The last question. Oh, this is always a question that everyone always has. What about socialization? I'm taking my kid out. I'm ready to homeschool, but how are they going to be socialized? This is forever a question, and honestly, it's interesting. I think what she was really looking for was groups, like groups to be with and stuff. So there's support groups, there's co-ops, and we do have a list for that at chaponline.com under the resources tab. You can search for groups to be with, so you're not going it alone, which is really good. It's good to get support. But I was reminding this mom that remember that socialization does not necessarily just happen in a peer group. Healthy socialization is amongst multiple peer groups, people younger than you, people older than you, teachers, people you volunteer with, whatever. I'm thinking Sunday school teachers, I'm thinking grandma, grandpa, I'm thinking folks at the nursing home, places that you go to volunteer, like a food bank, or go do some yard work for someone. I mean, socialization is interacting with other people in a social setting, right? So it's really, really good to interact with people of different ages and different experiences and different backgrounds. And I mean, you get socialization. I have, at one time, had 8 people living in my home. Now it's 7. That's a lot of people still living in your home. So you're getting a lot of socialization working with each other of different ages and different priorities and different, this is what my goal is. Well, this is what my goal is. And that's socialization, learning to work together, right? So remember that socialization covers a really wide gap of things. It's not this pure group thing that we have thought that it is when it comes to public school. So I want to remind you that we are talking about this at convention too. Alicia Hunt, who was just on Rose Resource Room last week, is giving a talk about socialization. What about socialization? What do we do with that when we're homeschooling? She's going to be talking all about that on Thursday, June 13th. And if you missed Rose Resource Room, it was episode 23. It was just last week. You can see it here on the Facebook feed. You can listen to it on Spotify, or you can check it out on our YouTube channel. It is in all the places, and they had a wonderful conversation about it. It was really, really good. I was really blessed by it to listen to it. So you're going to want to go check that out too to get your encouragement about socialization. And really, we're just talking about thinking outside the box, right? Let's just destroy the box. Let's just learn in a new way, right? Let's just think in a new way. So I encourage you all, come to convention. Be encouraged. Online registration ends this Friday. Today's Tuesday. I know it feels like Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. So you don't have that many more days until Friday comes along. It's your last opportunity to sign kids up for Teen Track, which is an animation course led by a real Disney animator person. It's not with Disney anymore, but is sharing knowledge with your student on animating. So check that out. And being a used curriculum seller, that option ends this Friday with online registration closing. So you want to make sure you sign up. If you know you want to get lunches, sign up to get your lunches before this Friday too, because that helps the cafeteria staff with a little bit more planning there at the college, and they would really appreciate that. So just don't forget, you can do walk-in registration. That's totally fine. You can do walk-in volunteering. That's totally fine. You can get lunches too. Teen Track and UCS for sure. No more at the door. You have to sign up by this Friday. So we are looking forward to seeing you. It is coming up fast and furious at this point. I mean, 2.5 weeks. We're coming out. It's exciting. This is Tuesday. So 2 weeks from Thursday is go day. So we're excited to see you. We're excited to learn together with you and grow together with you and encourage you. I just had a meeting this morning in preparation for our talk. Denise and Bridget and I giving a talk on Saturday, and it was so encouraging, and we're so excited to share it with you. So can't wait to see you at convention. I hope this was encouraging to you. If you have any questions, please write into me, chaponline.com. Under contact, there's a contact form. You can message me, inbox me here at Instagram or on Facebook, or comment on any of the videos, wherever you see it. We would love to hear from you. So thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to leave reviews and let people know about the podcast and the videos and stuff. Many more of you are subscribing. We get new subscribers almost every day on YouTube, which is really exciting. So share it with other people. We just want to encourage people and help people on their homeschool journeys. So thanks for listening in, and I will be back with you next Tuesday. We're going to be talking a little bit about being connected and being together and why on earth we would need to do that. All right, so we will see you then. Have a good week. Bye now.